My name is Lori Brady, and I grew up in the lower Yakima Valley, lived in the area all my life, went to Washington State University and majored in civil engineering. I graduated and then started my career with Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District in 1989. I was in the engineering department for about 16 and a half years, and then I was promoted to the assistant manager of administration, and I had that job for about 9 years. When I first came to the district, I was in charge of putting together some grants. There were quite a few entities in the lower valley, or in the Yakima Valley, and they also had grants. So someone had decided to put all of those agencies and entities together and find a way to rank the projects. My first perception of the group, it wasn't positive. You could feel the hostility. None of us got along. And being from the irrigation community, we were outsiders. And we were treated like outsiders. There wasn't a whole lot of positive dialogue. People were very abrasive to one another, and it was actually hostile. The whole function of the group was to come up with a matrix to rate the grants and then go ahead and rank them. We could never do it. I want to say we had about 5 or 6 meetings, and we could never come to a consensus. And the group just dissolved. Now you fast forward to the current day, and it's basically the same agencies for the Yakima Basin Integrated Plan, but the atmosphere is completely different. People actually enjoy one another. There were friendships that were made through the group, and it turned out to be a very positive experience in the end. So the Yakima Basin Integrated Plan, that group has come a long way. People started actually listening to one another. I mean, they were talking, but it was not effective because no one was listening. No one was listening to what was being said. No one was listening to that person or that entity's perspective when it came to water resources. And people started listening, and they started developing friendships, and they started developing trust. And it took years. It didn't happen overnight. It took many years to develop the level of trust they have right now. The advice I would give to people coming into the group would be to just sit back and listen. Try not to come in with an agenda. Don't have the attitude that you're going to fix something. Become part of the group. Listen to the group. See what has worked and what hasn't. Just pay attention. Pay attention to and look at the perspective that the other entities have. Looking back, the most influential person for me was Jim Troll. He was the manager at Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District for over 30 years. He was instrumental in putting the water conservation program together and getting the funding for it. He was also the original member of the Yakima Basin Integrated Plan. And he had the biggest impact on me. I watched him deal with people, deal with politics, and he just impressed me with how he could handle the situation. The Yakima Basin Joint Board is a board made up of 7 irrigation districts in the city of Yakima. And they came together because we all had common interests. And the board was there for us to address those common interests. I was president of the Yakima Basin Joint Board for several years. I really enjoyed my time there. They were a good group to work with, and I learned a lot from the individuals. The things I'm most proud of are the relationships that were built. I look back at Sunnyside Valley Irrigation District, and I've got positive feelings. I just enjoyed my time there. No different than enjoying my time on the Yakima Basin Joint Board. I enjoyed the people. I enjoyed working with them. There were challenges, but part of those challenges, I think I enjoyed them. Because when you work with people, nothing's perfect. Just make the best of it. My hope for the integrated plan would be that they continue on the path they're on. This past year was a particularly difficult year, and don't let that get in the way. Don't let that get in the way of what the whole goal is of the integrated plan. They're going to have years like that. And just focus on what is working. Take a step back and just keep others, their entities, their perspective on things. And I'm hoping they continue on the way they have been.